My 6-year-old brother learned what Tourette's was, not easily. Again, there was a lot that came with it. If he can learn, then a 95-year-old woman can learn. And it's very difficult when I go out in public, the stares that I get from older people versus kids my age, maybe younger. They'll video me right there. Just video me right there, make fun of me, laugh. However, an older woman will come up and ask me if I'm on drugs. And I'll be
Right.
like, okay. So that's how it fluctuates with people just not knowing what is going on. Like the other day I was in Target and these group of, I would say middle schoolers, maybe 6 years, maybe sixth grade, seventh grade, they were mocking me behind me when I was checking out. And I decided to leave the checkout line and go over to them. And I said, do you think bullying is acceptable? And they said, what do you mean? I said, I have a neurological chronic condition called Tourette's. Do you think that is it acceptable to bully people? I
What
know
did they
what I
say?
said. I know what school you guys go to. I didn't know what school these guys went to. I had no idea, but I said I did, and they got straight faced. They got scared, and I said, for further reference, if you guys want to bully someone, just remember that you wouldn't want it done to you. You wouldn't want someone coming up to you and telling you your hair looks bad or your breath smells or you know what, you should have probably wore better jeans. Say those ones don't look good on you. Like it's the same thing. I can't help that what I do in public. However, you guys have fun laughing. You guys have fun making fun of me because karma is not fun.
Right. And it's so hard, just growing up in general, and all the things that go along with that, from dating, getting through school, dealing with bullying, because you look a little bit different or because people are just jealous. And, also then to add on top of it, having Tourette's, it's just got to make it absolutely, that much harder for you to deal with. And I think you creating this platform for people to really understand it instead of be scared of it, be misinformed about it, has been such a saving grace, probably for you, but also for people that follow you, because I think, it's a syndrome that not a lot of people have come in contact with in a way where they get questions answered. And I think what you're doing is phenomenal. So I want to ask you a couple questions around that. Like, what are the most common comments that you've been getting in your DMs now that you have such a big platform? Let's talk about the negatives first. What are those like?
Go kill yourself. I can't believe that you're faking this condition. So many people actually have it. I was stalked. The police had to come to my house. They were sending me pictures of my house. I'm gonna burn your house down, you stupid slut. Like, go. I get death threats to, I hope your mom gets cancer, to go rot in hell. Your soul belongs in the deepest pit there is. Your boyfriend doesn't just, your boyfriend is so lame, like all his other stuff. Does he know who he's dating? The but those don't really like affect me. I'm like, oh my God, wow, like you're telling me you're gonna burn my house down. Cool, do what? I dare ya. Like the one comment that I don't think people mean it to be mean, but it impacts me so much that I don't talk about, that I've made videos about and deleted them and made videos about and deleted them over and over again because I get told just to let it go by my family, by my friends, by my boyfriend, is the comment that they're so patient. He's so patient. Your friends are so patient. Like I'm so like hard to love. Like I'm so like I don't, it's like I don't deserve a boyfriend. I don't deserve family that cares about me, that are supportive, and I don't deserve friends when I hear that comment.
Right.
It
Like you're a burden.
yes, it reminds me of like someone who's never had a struggle. Like
Mhm.
imagine if I went up to someone who was in a wheelchair and was like, you know what? You're so glad. You must be so grateful to have parents that are so patient with you. What?
Yeah.
That's so sad and disheartening and would and would be devastating to anyone to hear that in general, whether they had a disability, a condition, anything. Just to hear, you know what, those people must be so patient to deal with you. That's
Right.
what I hear in the back of my head. And it's constant. It's under every post. Is my friends have gotten DMs. Oh my God, please stay friends with Baylen. Like, she needs friends. She deserves friends.
That's terrible, Baylen. But I mean, I get what you're saying, that is so hurtful, but also if you really think about where that's coming from, it's people's ignorance. They
Oh no, of
just
course.
don't know what they're saying. And they don't know that, by the way, this does not define you. You can do and be anyone you want. I mean, have you gotten to the part where you know that you're not defined by this?
Do I know? I'm sorry,
Mhm.
I was ticking.
That's
Oh
okay.
yeah, 100%. I don't think Tourette's is makes me who I am.
Mm.
I don't believe that. I'm Baylen regardless. I have with Tourette's or without Tourette's. I'm Baylen if I had a different condition or not. I'm Baylen if I didn't have a condition.
Mm.
However, it took me a long time to realize that. Again, that's why I went to therapy multiple times, because I blamed myself a lot for my condition. When I was 12 years old, this is going to make me cry. When I was 12 years old, me and my mom specifically, were in my doctor's office. And this kid was making this like a multiple noises, and they were repetitive. And I was like, Mom, what is wrong with him? Like, being like a 12 years old, not knowing anything, not saying anything. I didn't look at him weird. I didn't say anything rude about him. I just looked at my mom and said, Mom, what's wrong with him? She goes, Baylen, he has tics. And now here I am 9 years later with Tourette's. And there's been a time where I was like, Mom, like, God gave me this because I said that about that kid. My mom was like, Baylen, you got to stop blaming yourself. You can't do anything about it. You were a child. You didn't know anything, like blank, blank, and blank. But I blame myself a lot, especially with my cussing, because of how religious I am, and how I cannot belong to a church. I don't feel like I'm ready to go to church. I get asked that question a lot. Oh my God, I would pay to see her in a church. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I went to church before I cussed, and it was fine. It was normal.
Mm.
It was just like church. No one even looked at me.